If I know two sides of my triangle and I'm trying to find the possible lengths of the third side, think I can take my two sides that I do know and I can hinge them out so that that angle between those two sides are forming is getting really close to 180. So it's obtuse, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's getting closer and closer to 180. But I can't have an angle in my triangle be 180. So this is like the maximum that that third side can be. Like if I make it any longer, like I won't be able to connect it, and like it won't be a triangle anymore. There's like a maximum length for the third side of the triangle. Then I could also hinge my two sides in, but like that angle that they're creating is acute angle, and it's getting really small. It's getting closer and closer and closer to zero. So that third side is getting really, really small. But if it's too small, then I won't be able to connect the two ends of the sides of the triangle. So basically the moral of the story is there's a maximum length for the third side and there's a minimum length for the third side. So if you're looking on these two pictures, like here I have the purple side and the pink side, and I've hinged them close together so that oops, I mean to use that color. That third side is going to be kind of short, and I could keep inching them closer and closer together. Then I could hinge them out, and that third side would be really long. But basically there's a minimum length for the third side and there's a maximum length for the third side. So the way that we are going to figure out the range of possibilities for my third side is, let's say I have side A and side B, side A and side B. To find the maximum length, of my third side, I'm going to add the two sides together. To find the minimum length, I'm going to subtract the two sides together, the bigger side minus the smaller side. And so my third side should be less than the maximum and more than the minimum. It has to be somewhere in between the max and the min, like the longest that it can be and the shortest that it can be. It has to be greater than the shortest length that it can be, and it has to be less than the biggest length that it can be. So let's say that I knew my sides were 10 and 4. 10 and 4. So the minimum length of the third side is 10 minus 4, which is 6. The maximum length would be 10 plus 4, which is 14. And so my third side has to be less than 14, but greater than 6. So could my third side be 8? Yes, it's in between 6 and 14. Could my third side be 13? Yes, that's in between 6 and 14. Could my third side be 15? Nope, too big. Could my third side be 2? Nope, too small. Could my third side be 6? Nope. It's not less than or equal to 6. It has to be, it's not greater than or equal to 6. It has to be greater than 6. So 6 and 14 don't work. It has to be less than 14. So like 13.9, cha-ching. 6.1, cha-ching. This has to be greater than 6, less than 14 for the third side.